Dear students, welcome to all. This is the part 2 of the chapter circles. Yesterday we learned about some basic concepts. What are that? If the center and the radius are given, the equation of the circle is x minus h whole square plus y minus k whole square is equal to r square. The next point is, if the equation of circle is given, that is the circle of the equation is x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c is equal to 0, center is equal to minus g minus f, and radius is equal to square root of g square plus f square minus c. Okay. Next, another one, the condition is the second degree equation ax square plus 2hxy plus by square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c is equal to 0 represents a circle. The conditions are, first one, a is equal to b but not equals to 0. That means the coefficients of x square and y square must be equal and but not equals to 0. Second one, h is equal to 0. That means the coefficient of xy must be equal to 0. Another condition is g square plus f square minus ac greater than or equals to 0. So these are the conditions to represent that equation, second degree equation represents a circle. So these are the points we learned yesterday. Now today we learned about some concepts of position of the point with respect to circle, power of a point with respect to circle, length of the tangent drawn from an external point. For these concepts, first we know the notations. You know the general form of the circle is x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c is equal to 0. This is a length form to write on notes, right? So for our convenience, we take some notations. That the notations are like this. The first notation is our general form of the circle x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c is denoted by s. Now we simply write the equation circle as s is equal to 0 because we note the s is equal to x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c. So the circle is s is equal to 0. Okay. The second notation is s1. This is very important to know the formulas of polar equation, chord of contact equation, tangent at the point equations. So for s1 is nothing but x1. We write the x square is x into x1. For 1x we put x1. So we have x1 plus y1 plus g into x plus x1 plus f into y plus y1 plus c. Once again, the general equation circle is x square. X square is x into x. For 1x we put x1. For y square, y into y. For 1y we put y1. 2gx is nothing but gx plus gx. That is g into x plus x. For 1x we put x1. That is g into x plus x1. In the same manner, 2fy as yf into y plus y1. We write the constant as it is. So this is the s1. S1 is xx1 plus y1 plus g into x plus x1 plus f into y plus y1 plus c. This formula is used for equation of the tangent at a point, equation of the chord of contact, equation of the polar of x1 y1 with respect to circle. Okay. The third notation, we substitute x1 y1 in the places of x comma y respectively in the given circle. We have x1 square plus y1 square plus 2gx1 plus 2fy1 plus c. This is denoted by s11. In s1 we put another x1 for remaining x. We have x1 square y1 square plus 2gx1 plus 2fy1 plus c. This is nothing but put x1 y1 in the place of the equation of circle. We have for x1 square for x square, y1 square plus y square, 2gx1 plus 2g for 2gx, 2fy1 plus 2f for 2fy plus c. This is denoted by S11. This is important for to find the position of a point and to find the length of the tangent drawn from a point and to find the power of a point with respect to circle. This is the uses of S11. Next S12. S12 means here in the suffix of S1 2. So you put in S1 there is xy in that S1. At that places of xy put x2 y2. We have S12. That is x1 x2 plus y1 y2 plus g into x1 plus x2 plus f into y1 plus y2 plus c. This is S2. This is the S2. Next fifth one is S22. In the same manner of S11. In S11 there are 1 1. So x1 square plus y1 square plus 2gx1 plus 2fy1 plus c. Here S22. So put 2 in the place of 1 of S11. We have x2 square plus y2 square plus 2gx2 plus 2fy2 plus c. This is S22. Okay. These are the notations. These notations are very important in our next parts. Now we discuss about position of a point with respect to circle. What is meant by position? Suppose we treat as a circle as our house. If you are in your house, you are an interior point of the house. If you are outside of the house, you are an external point of the house. But there is nothing. We are on the house, so the we are on the house is meaningless. According to that, here you observe this form, this diagram. This is a circle. Suppose this is the circle. This is a point, internal point. This is a point, external point. This is a point on the circle. Okay. So like that, there are three positions of the circles. Three positions of the point with respect to the circle. For that, let the given equation of the circle be x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c. This is the equation of the given circle. Let x1 y1 be the given point. What we find the position of the point. To find the position of the point, first you know the radius. Radius is nothing but the distance from center to any point on the circle. So if the point is inside of the circle, like this, suppose this is the circle, this is the center, this is our point P. So the distance from center to P, this is the distance. This distance is less than radius. Okay. Suppose this is our point P. The distance from center to this point is greater than radius. Suppose this is the point on the circle. So the center to the distance from center to this point is equal to radius. Like that, we have three positions of the points as P is a point internal, or P is a point external, or P is a point on the circle. Now we discuss about the conditions. When we say a point is outside of the circle, when we say the point is inside of the circle, when we say the point is on the circle. The first one, if CP greater than R, CP greater than R. Already we observe this. Suppose this is the circle. suppose this is the point P. We let this is the point P. This is the center. So the distance from center to this point, this is center is always denoted by C. This is the point P. Okay. The distance from C to P is clearly greater than radius. So that what we say about that point P? We said that P is an external point of the circle. So if CP greater than R, the point P is an external point of the circle. Next we discuss about what is S11. So next, if CP is equal to R, the next one is if CP is equal to R. CP is equal to R means the distance from center, this is the center C, this is the point on the circle, the distance is equal to radius. So if CP is equal to R means the point P is on the circle, the point P is on the circle. Observe this, the point P is on the circle, then the distance from center to P is equal to radius. The point P lies on the circle. P lies on the circle. In the third condition, if P is internal point of the circle, observe this point. Observe this point. The distance from center to P, this CP, is less than radius. Because this is the radius, but the CP is less than radius. So the point P is an internal point of the circle. So to find the position of the point, we first find CP. CP means the distance from center to the given point. For that, first we find the center. Next we find the distance between center and the point P. Next we find the relation between that CP and radius. Radius is from the circle. You know the formula of the radius? Square root of g square plus f square minus c. This is the radius. If CP is greater than radius, suppose CP is equal to 6, radius is 3. So 6 is greater than 3 clearly. So the point P is an external point of the circle. Suppose C is equal to 5, radius is also 5. That means CP is equal to 5 R. So we clearly said that point P is on the circle. If CP is equal to 2, radius is equal to 5, then 2 less than 5. So clearly that P is an internal point of the circle. But using this method, first you find the center and radius, next you find the distance between the center and the given point, next we compare the relation between CP and R. Suppose CP is equal to root 34, so radius is equal to 7, some confusion to find the relation between CP and R. For that, we learn another just simple method. First consider CP square minus R square. CP square means the square of the distance between C and P. C is the center minus G minus F, you know that. P is the given point x1, y1. So CP square is x1 plus G whole square plus y1 plus F whole square. R is square root of G square plus F square minus C. So R square is G square plus F square minus C. But here minus R square, multiplying that R square with minus, we have minus G square minus F square plus C. So this is x1 square, we write here. In this G square minus G square cancel. 2gx1 is here, 2gx1. Here y1 square is here. F square minus F square cancel. From this 2fy1 is here, 2fy1 plus C. You observe that from notations, this is nothing but x1 square plus y1 square plus 2gx1 plus 2fy1 plus C is simply S11. So that means CP square minus R square is S11. You observe that, you remember, very very important, CP square minus R square is equal to S11. Very useful to next concepts. This is the next concept. CP square minus R square is equal to S1. Now come to the condition. You observe this condition, CP greater than R. So squaring on both sides, CP square greater than R square. CP square greater than R square. You bring that R square to left side or subtract both sides with R square. Cp square minus r square greater than 0. But Cp square minus r square is S11. So S11 greater than 0. To find S1 is simple. S11 is nothing but x1 square plus y1 square plus 2gx1 plus 2fy1 plus c. That means substitute the given equation p x1 y1 in the given circle equation. That means put the x coordinate, y coordinates of p in the places of x comma y in the given circle equation. That is very easy. Using Cp greater than r, that is difficult. To find Cp, first of all, find the distance between C and P and find the relation between R and Cp. That is some more difficult. But here to find S1 is very simple. Substitute the point x1 y1 in the given circle equation. We have S11. If that S11 is greater than 0, that means greater than is, observe greater than is very simple. If the value is S1 value is positive, that is greater than 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, root 36, root 31, whatever it may be, that is positive. So then we said that P is an external point of the circle. Okay. Similarly, if Cp is equal to R, Cp is equal to R means Cp square is equal to R square. Cp square minus R square is equal to 0. Cp square minus R square is equal to 0. Cp square minus R square nothing but S11. So S11 is equal to 0 is the condition. If we substitute the given point on the circle of LHS of the circle, that is x1 square plus y1 square plus 2gx1 plus 2f1 plus c, if that value is 0, then we said that the given point is on the circle. Okay, given point is on the circle. In the same manner, Cp less than R, squaring on both sides, Cp square less than R square. Subtract R square on both sides, Cp square minus R square less than 0. But Cp square minus R square already we find S11. So S11 less than 0. If S11 less than 0 means if we find the value of S11, if that value is in terms of negative means minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, whatever it may be. If that S11 is negative, then we said that the point is an internal point of the circle. The point is an internal point of the circle. So like that, by using S11, we said we know the position of the point with respect to a circle. For that, you find simply S11. If S11 greater than 0, the point is an external point of the circle. If S11 is equal to 0, the point is on the circle. That means the point lies on the circle. If S11 less than 0, the point is an internal point of the circle. Okay, this is 2 marks concept important in IPE. Okay, next we find power of a point. Power of a point. For that, first you know the definition. What is the power of the point? Suppose S is equal to 0 is the equation of the circle. That is our circle. For circle we have center and radius with the center C and radius R. Okay. Let P x1 y1 be any point in the plane. So let P x1 y1 be any point. That point is what we find power of a point. That point is denoted by P x1 y1. Then the value of Cp square minus R square, that is square of the distance between Cp minus radius square, is defined as the power of P with respect to S is equal to 0. That means to find the power of a point P with respect to circle S is equal to 0, it is enough if we find Cp square minus R square. Here you observe, already we find Cp square minus R square as S11. Here this is in our note. Already we find Cp square minus R square is equal to S11. So Cp square minus R square is power of the point means S11 is the power of the point with respect to circle. So we write here power of the point P with respect to circle S is equal to 0 is Cp square minus R square. This is the definition. In our note here, this is our note. In our note, Cp square minus R square is S11. So Cp square minus R square is equal to S11. So to find the power of a point with respect to circle, it is enough if you find S11. So the power of the point is depends on the position of a point also, because position of a point is related with the S11. If P is an internal point of the circle, we know S11 less than 0. That means S11 is nothing but power of the point. So power of the point is less than 0. If S11, if the point P is an external point of the circle, S11 greater than 0. That is, the power of the point S11 is positive. If P is a point on the circle, S11 is equal to 0. That means the power of the point is 0. So the power of the point is negative if the point is internal. Power of the point is positive if the point is external. If power of the point is 0 if the point is on the circle. Okay. Now tangent. In your previous classes, you know what about tangent. Tangent is simply, we say that tangent is nothing but a line which has one and only one common point of the line and the curve. Here we discuss about the circle. A line perpendicular to the radius that touches only one point on the circle, the tangent at the point is called the tangent at the point. This is tangent at the point. Here in our intermediate, tangent at the point, tangents from the point. Next section we discuss about what is the difference between point, tangent at a point, tangents from a point. Tangent at a point means the common point is one, the tangent is only one tangent at the point. Tangent from this is the circle. So from means the point is external. From this point we draw two tangents like this. This is one tangent, this is another tangent. Okay. So tangent at a point is one tangent, that common point at the common point. Tangents from a point means two tangents drawn from an external point. This is the main difference. Now here we discuss about the tangent at a point. This is the tangent at a point. This is the tangent at a point. This is the tangents from a point. Here this is the tangent at a point. In our previous classes, a tangent is always perpendicular to the radius at the point of contact. This common point is called the point of contact. This common point is called the point of contact. If the tangent is drawn from an external point, there are two points of contacts. So discuss about the external point tangents after next part. Okay, this is the tangent at a point. Now length of the tangent drawn from an external point. Length of the tangent drawn from an external point. So you observe here, this is roughly a draw a diagram like that. Suppose this is the circle with the center C. Okay. This is an external point P. From this external point P, draw a tangent to the circle. Okay. Tangents means we write the only one common point. Suppose this is the tangent. The common point is the point of contact. This is the point of contact, let it be. This is the point P, given point P. This is the point of contact, suppose T. This is the center C. So this is the radius. this tangent is always perpendicular to the radius at the point of contact T. So this is 90 degrees. Take the joining of center to the point P. Now the triangle CTP is a right angle triangle. This is the right angle. You know, this PT is the tangent. So the distance from the point P to the point of contact T is called the length of the tangent. From the point P to the point of contact, this is the point of contact T. This length is called the point of contact, length of the tangent. So to find the length of the tangent, it is enough we find the distance from P to T. For this, this is the definition. If P is an external point to the circle S is equal 0 and PT is the tangent from P to the circle S is equal 0, then PT is called the length of the tangent from P to the circle. To find the length of the tangent PT, you know, the tangent is perpendicular to the radius. So PTEC is the right angle triangle. In the right angle triangle, by Pythagoras theorem, side square plus side square is equal to hypotenuse square. One side is PT, so PT square. Another side is CT square is equal to hypotenuse is PC. Because this is 90 degrees, so the side opposite to 90 degrees is the hypotenuse. So CP is the hypotenuse, that is CP square. Okay. From this, PT square is equal to CP square minus CT square. So that means, you know what is CT? The center, the distance from center to the point of contact. Point of contact is always on the circle. So the distance from center to the point of contact is nothing but radius R. So we write the CP square as it is, and CT is the radius R. CP square minus R square. Already find CP square minus R square is nothing but, here CP square minus R square is nothing but, what is CP square minus R square? Is equal to, this is CP square minus R square is equal to S11. Already we find. You substitute that here. CP square minus R square is S11. CP square minus R square is CP square minus R square is S1. This is PT square. But length of the tangent is nothing but, PT is the length of the tangent. For that, length of the tangent drawn from the point P is PT, square root on both sides. Square root on both sides, we have PT is equal to root S11. So to find the length of the tangent, PT is equal to root S11 is the length of the tangent drawn a tangent from a point to the circle. From a point to the circle. Already we said that we draw two tangents from a point. So length of the two sides tangents are same. There is another theorem also, but here that is no use of here. The length of the tangent is PT is equal to root S11, which is drawn from an external point to the circle. Here the root S11. The root is always positive, real, when S11 is greater than or equal to 0. If S11 is greater than 0, the point is an external point. Then S11 greater than 0, so you find root. That is, the root value is real. If S11 is equal to 0, that means the point P is on the circle. The point P is on the circle. You observe this. This is the this is the circle. Suppose P is here. This is the tangent drawn from. This is the length of the tangent from this point to this point, length of the tangent. If this P is here, that means the point T and P are coincide. So PT is equal to 0. That means if P is a point on the circle, S11 is equal to 0. So length of the tangent root S11 is equal to 0. So So length of the tangent is 0. If P is a point on the circle, the length of the tangent is 0. Suppose P is a point, internal point. Are you draw a tangent from an internal point to the circle? No. Suppose this is the point, this is not a tangent, 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 this is not a tangent. Because for tangent, one and only common point of line and circle. But for this line, there are two common points, 2 points. This is the 2 points, internal points, point of intersection of line and circle. So these are not tangents. If there is no tangent, there is no meaning of length of the tangent. So that means if the point P is an internal point of circle, S11 less than 0. This is the S11 less than 0. If S11 less than 0, root of negative value is not real. That is complex number also remaining. So the tangent is does not exist. So length of the tangent is does not exist. So to find the length of the tangent, first you observe the point is external or on the circle or internal of the circle. If the point is internal of the circle, the tangents does not exist. So length of the tangent is meaningless. Okay. These are the 3 points concepts. Length of the tangent is root S11. Power of the point of P x11 with respect to circle is equal to S11. And position of a point, to find the position of a point, you find S11. If S11 greater than 0, that is an external point. If S11 less than 0, the point is internal. If S11 is equal to 0, the point is on the circle. Now we solve some problems. The first one is find the position of a point 2 minus 1 with respect to the circle. X square plus y square minus 2x minus 4y plus 3 is equal to 0. To find the position, already we discussed. To find the position of a point, we find S11. First, we let the given circle equation S. Right, this is the given equation, let it be S. Given point be x1, y1. Position of a point with respect to S is equal to 0 is already we find S11. What is the S11 notation? X1 square plus y1 square plus 2gx1 plus 2fy1 plus c. That means substitute the point 2 minus 1 on the given equation of the circle. So put 2 in the place of x, put minus 1 in the place of y. That is 2 square minus 1 square minus 2 into 2 minus 4 into minus 1 plus 3. That is equal to 8. You know 8 is positive, so that is greater than 0. If S11 greater than 0, the given point is external point of the circle. External point of the circle. This is the position of the point. To find the position of the point, it is nothing but find S11. Very simple. S11 is substitute the given point in the given equation. So we have the value. If that value is positive, this is 8 is positive. So that is external point. If this S11 is negative, then the point is internal. If this S11 is 0, the point is on the circle. Okay. This is for position of a point. Next we discussed about another problem. Power of a point. Find the power of a point P minus 1 1 with respect to circle x square plus y square minus 4x minus 6y minus 12 is equal to 0. You know the power of the point is S11. For that, first we let the given circle is S. In the same, always you write the given equation circle as S is equal to 0. The given point is x1 by 1. So power of the point is equal to, already find S11. S11 is nothing but put x1 by 1 in the places of x comma y of the given circle equation. That is x1 square plus y1 square plus 2gx1 plus 2fy1 plus a c. Okay. That means here what is our point? Minus 1, 1 is the point. Put minus 1 in the place of x, 1 in the place of y. So that is minus 1 square plus 1 square plus minus 6 into minus 1 plus 4 into 1 minus 12. So if we simplify, we have the value 0. So power of the point is 0. So what you say about the position of a point with using of power of a point? Here the power of the point is 0. So or you say the position of a point? Yes, if the power of the point is 0 means S11 is equal to 0. S11 is equal to 0 means the point is on the circle. Okay, so that is the relation between power of the point and position of a point. Okay. Next one, find the length of the tangent from P25 to the circle x square plus y square minus 5x plus 4y minus 5 is equal to 0. This is length of the tangent from 2, 5. So first of all, write given equation of the circle as S. This is the S. Given point is x1, y1. You know length of the tangent is root S1. Length of the tangent is root S11. For that, first we find S11. S11 means put x1, y1 in the place of x comma y of the given circle equation. So this is x1 square plus y1 square plus 2gx1 plus 2fy1 plus c. That is S11. That means put 2 comma 5 in the places of x comma y of the given circle equation. So 2 square plus 5 square minus 5 into 2 plus 4 into 5 minus 5. That means that is equal to 34 is the S11. That is not root length of the tangent. Length of the tangent is root S11. So root S11 is equal to root 34. Okay. This is the length of the tangent drawn from a point 2, 5 to the given circle S is equal to 0. Next, another 2 marks important problem, 2 marks in IPE. If the length of the tangent from 1, 3 to the circle x square plus y square minus 2x plus 4y plus k is equal to 0 is 3, then find k. This is very important in IPE. Length of the tangent is given. Find the value of k. You know the length of the tangent is root S11. So for root S11, we write the given circle equation as S. Point is 1, 3. Point is 1, 3. So given length of the tangent is root S11. Already we find. That is given. That is equal to 3. So root S11 is equal to 3. Squaring on both sides. So S11 is equal to 3 square. S11 means put x1, y1 in the places of x comma y. That is x1 square plus y1 square plus 2gx1 plus 2fy1 plus c is equal to 9. 3 square is 9. You know x1, y1 is nothing but 1, 3. That is x1 is equal to 1, y1 is equal to 3. So 1 square plus 3 square minus 2 into 1 plus 4 into 3 plus k is equal to 9. So 1 square is 1, 3 square is 9, minus 2, 4 into 3, 12 plus k is equal to 9. So like that we have k is equal to minus 11. Okay. This is very important to 2 marks. Now, by using the position of a point, we find another 4 marks important question. This is important for 4 marks our IPE. The problem is, show that A3 minus 1 lies on the circle x square plus y square minus 2x plus 4y is equal to 0. Also find the other end of the diameter through A. First of all, here there are 2 points. First we show that the point is on the circle. Next we find the other end of the diameter through A. So next second part is, first you prove the first part. What is the first part? Show that A3 minus 1 lies on the circle. That means we show the point is on the circle. So we use the position of the point. When we say the point is on the circle, if S11 is equal to 0, we said that the point is on the circle. So to show a point is on the circle, it is enough if we show that S11 is equal to 0. So first we find S11. For that, let given equation circle as S. Given point is A. Now consider S11. S11 is x1 square plus y1 square plus 2gx1 plus 2fy1 plus c. That is equal to put 3 minus 1 in the places of x comma y of the given equation circle. We have 3 square plus minus 1 whole square plus 2 into minus 3 plus 4 into minus 1. There is no constant c. So that is equal to 3 square is equal to 9, minus 1 whole square is 1, minus 2 into 3 minus 6, 4 into minus 1 is minus 4. This is equal to 9 plus 1 10, minus 6 minus 4 minus 10. 10 minus 10 is 0. Like that we have S11 is equal to 0. Therefore, the given point A is lies on the circle. This is the first part. Next one is, what is the next part of the question? Next we find a point of the other end of the diameter through the point A. For that, you observe this diagram, rough diagram. Suppose this is the circle. This is the diameter. You know, diameter always passes through the center. Okay. Suppose this is the center. This is the given point A. Suppose this is the given point A. This is the center C. Suppose this is the center C. Now this is the diameter passes through A. We find the other end of the diameter. What is the other end of the diameter? This is the other end of the diameter. We let this other end be as B. We let the other end as B. This is rough diagram, not geometry. This is coordinate geometry. So let this other end be as B. Let that be. So let the other end of the diameter through A be BXY. Let the other end be denoted by BXY. Here AB is the diameter. So this center C is the midpoint of the diameter AB. So first we find the center C. C is nothing but minus G minus F. In our circle equation, 2G is equal to minus 1. So GG minus GG equal to 1. Similarly, 2F, what is 2F in our equation? 2G, this is the 2G is minus 2, 2F is equal to 4. In this equation, G is equal to 1, minus G is equal to 1, minus F is equal to minus 2. Half of the X coefficient and change the sign, half of the Y coefficient, change the sign. Here X coefficient is minus 2, so half is minus 1, change the sign, that is 1. Y coefficient is 4, half is 2, change the sign, minus 2. So this is the center of the given circle. Okay. So let the other end as BXY. Already we said that this is the circle, this is the diameter, this is the center. So the center is the midpoint of AB. So the midpoint of the diameter AB is equal to center. You know the formula of the midpoint. What is the formula of midpoint? X1 plus X2 by 2, Y1 plus Y2 by 2 is equal to, the center is equal to 1 minus 2. Here X1, Y1 is our center, our A point A. What is the point A? Already A is given. A is equal to 3 minus 1. A is equal to 3 minus 1. We let that point B as XY. So the midpoint X1 plus 2 by 2, Y1 plus Y2 by 2, that is 3 plus X by 2, and Y1 plus Y2 means Y1 is minus 1, Y2 is Y, minus 1 plus Y by 2, that is equal to center 1 minus 2. Okay. Equating the X coordinates and Y coordinates. 3 plus X by 2 is equal to 1, and minus 1 plus Y by 2 is equal to minus 2. So take the cross multiplication. 3 plus X is equal to minus 1 plus Y is equal to minus 4. 2 into minus 2 is minus 4. So X is equal to 2 minus 3, Y is equal to minus 4 plus 1. So X is equal to minus 1 minus 3. So the other point already we let to bit that as BXY. Here X is equal to minus 1 and Y is equal to minus 3. So the second point is other point through of the diameter through A is minus 1 minus 3. Like that we find the other end of the diameter. Now we in our homework this is done some problems. Already we told these problems. The for first example is first problem, for second example is second problem, third example is third problem, but the numbers are changed. The fourth one is very important. The length of the tangent is from 2 5 to the circle x square plus y square minus 5x plus 4y plus k is equal to 0 root 37. Here the length of the tangent is given. You find the value of k. You done these four problems in your row and put in our WhatsApp group of our WhatsApp group, intermediate WhatsApp group. We put these solutions of four problems. Write on a paper and take a photograph, put in the WhatsApp. Okay, thank you, one and off. Thank you.